Apple just delivered the M2 Pro Mac Mini, which are awesome, and what a better time to make a best accessories video for those devices. I've been a Mac Mini and Mac Studio user for the last couple of years, and they are great. They are the best bang for buck in terms of pricing, but they are missing all the accessories. This video we're going for the top 5 best accessories for the M2 Pro Mac Mini, because in the box they come with just one cable, the power cable, and nothing else. So of course the first thing you will need is the I/O, so the keyboard and mouse. Now there are many Bluetooth keyboards around the world, but my favorite one, the one that I've never had any issues with, is the Apple Magic Keyboard without Touch ID, because you can find it used or cheaper on Amazon and it works really well. I actually tested the Touch ID version as well, which is a little bit nicer with more travel in the keys. This one is a little bit flat and you can definitely see that the key travels not that much. Of course I'm missing the Touch ID, which is a very big time saving. The biggest downside of this keyboard, in my opinion, is that it's not backlight. Yes, of course the battery life is very long, it's around 1 month, and for this reason I think that a very good alternative is the Satechi aluminum keyboard with backlight. Of course the battery life will be shorter, but for long editing session in the night the backlight is really a must-have, and it's even much cheaper than the Apple standard. Talking about mouse, I used since 2012 the Apple Magic Mouse, and I used for many years, but then I switched to this, which is the MX Master Gen 3, and it's a game changer. Of course the ergonomic is very important, but more importantly you can customize all the wheels and the keys, and this is a big time saver. Now I must say that I'm having, after 1.5 years, some problem with the texture. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's starting to wear out, and this is probably because the material is not that durable and it's starting to become a little bit sticky, but definitely it's not worth upgrading just for the function. The 3 model, it works very well. The most important accessories that I feel like you should buy and I feel like recommend is the Mac Mini / Mac Studio dock. This dock is invaluable. You get up to 3 USB-A and 1 USB-C port in the front of the Mac Mini. Now of course the Mac Studio has 2 USB-Cs in the front and a card reader, and with this dock you basically resolve this problem. The front ports are really useful for USB drives or to charge just your iPhone, and there is also a 3.5mm headphone jack. Now there are actually 2 models that are the best in my opinion. One is QuizLab and the other one is Satechi, and I've been going back and forth between them. Now the QuizLab is better than the Satechi because it has 2 SSD slots. I made a review about this dock, but I had some issues with the connectivity and reliability, and for this reason I went back to the Satechi. It has only one M.2 SSD slot, but reliability is more important for me. Connect to the Mac Mini via a Thunderbolt 3 port in the back, and it just works. The design language is the same and it's a seamless experience. And of course the third thing that you need is the monitor, because the Mac Studio is just a small tower desktop. Now I've used many monitors in the last couple of years. As you can see, my setup has a 5K and a 4K monitor, one on top of each other. Be sure to check my test setup video if you want to know more, but the one that I suggested to get in pair with the M2 Pro is the one that I'm using on top, which is the BenQ PD2725U. 27-inch 4K resolution, so really crispy, but more importantly it's HDR400 and it's super color accurate. So if you get the M2 Pro you probably are a little bit more professional. Maybe you make your living on using the M2 Pro Mac Mini and it's perfect for all the creative side of things. But if you have the regular M2 Mac Mini, your budget is probably a little bit lower, so I suggest just to get an LG monitor. They basically in the last 3 to 4 years they didn't upgrade that much, and I feel to recommend the LG 27 UK850W. It's a pretty old monitor, but it's still 4K 60, it's HDR10 not, and being the same in the last couple of years you can find it really cheap. I've been using it for the last 4 to 5 years and it's never let me me down. Now the last missing thing is audio. Of course there are built-in speaker in, but for my kind of style I prefer to use headphone. Bluetooth headphone work very well but also wired, but with the dock we talked before it's very comfortable. You have the headphone jack in the front. For regular use I use the AirPods Pro. They pair perfectly with Apple product and they are just very fast. You just open the case, put the headphone and you're done. But if I want more quality or noise cancelling, I'm using the Sony MX1000 something X Mark III. Don't see any reason to upgrade to the more expensive model because they have everything that I need. Now to the bonus fifth accessories. If you saw my last video on M2 Mac Mini, you probably went for the 256 gigs and just upgraded the RAM to 16. You probably need some external SSD. Of course there are many built-in model, but my suggestion is just get an M2 SSD and then get a case like this. In this one I have a 2TB Samsung Pro SSD, which is blazing super fast and I absolutely love it. All my video editing library on this. The Thunderbolt 4 port is your friend. The speeds are very fast. In my opinion they are best value than the $250 spent on Apple just to upgrade. So that's it. It was my top 5 accessory video for the M2 and M2 Pro Mac Mini and Mac Studio as well. So let me know in the comments which one is your favorite or which one will you pick instead, and be sure to comment, like and subscribe this video, and as always I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!